Does salvation depend on the state you are in at the time of repose? From what I've read in the spiritual fathers, that point is very, very important. It's a story in the life of St. Anthony where he got a terrible feeling that a great light had fallen. And then this monk came to him he was a very holy monk. And he said, "You gotta pray for me. I just need 3 days and I can fix this." And he died in 2. Okay? That's very important where he was at the last moment. And look at the thief on the cross. I'm sure you all know he was one of the 2 thieves that stopped Panagia and Joseph and Iakovos and said, if God had a son, he would look like you. And Panagia said, "Someday my son's going to save you." His last breath saved him. But don't make the mistake of thinking I can wait till my last breath. A lot of people in the old church early would wait till they were older to get baptized. And some of them died before they got baptized. So that's the whole point. That last point where you leave this life is very critical. But what have you been doing all your life as well? I yield to Vladika.
No, I have nothing to add. I repeat frequently to people, young, old, whatever, novices, anyone. I say, we're preparing to die today. This is why we're here. This is why we're Orthodox Christians, because Orthodox Christians are preparing to die. But the only danger is one could become morose or gloomy and doomy, and that has nothing to do with Orthodoxy. That just has to do with some kind of psychological problem, or people that like to beat themselves up.
We're not melancholy.
No. I don't want to get into. I have a seasonal problem. The fall is very melancholy. I love it. I just love it. It's just beautiful. It is the sum total of our life, because it says in the funeral service, it says, "He who has done good will rise up to the good, and he who has done evil will rise up to the evil." And this is the whole life. This is the gospel reading for the dead. So it is a sum total, but of course there's also a patristic expression: the way God finds you, he'll take you. So we also believe that God takes us at our best point. It might be 16 years old, it might be 96 years old, but we live in order to die. So this is the whole point of being vigilant, et cetera, being constantly confessing, checking yourself, being careful, because it can happen at any moment. And it does. We have a lot of funerals, we have a huge cemetery, and we see dead bodies maybe probably once a week. I hope it affects us. I hope it's good for us. The students are digging graves all the time. Death is all. You don't have to just cultivate the remembrance of death. There's a lot of funerals in Jordanville because it's a part of what we do. That's part of one of our obediences is that we bury the dead, and we pray for them. We just stacks of names. For sure, everyone that's buried in the cemetery is constantly commemorated. So, yeah, it is important. That's why I've had priests that were very distraught. They knew they should have gone to that nursing home. They knew that, he was dying, and he put it off, and the person died without confession and communion. So it's very essential to maintain an active spiritual life, because tomorrow might, never come for you. And the fathers say things like, if you have confession, communion, you die, the angels take your soul. Period. That's it. That's what we believe. That's a traditional belief of the church, that we have to, or at least be constantly getting ready to go.